Hey, what's good? Welcome to the stream. I'm Psycho Metal, and I'm going to be doing some more drawing this stream, as well as going to be trying to do some gaming. I'm not going to be playing Gaiden per se, but I'll play a game that I've been trying to finish for like the last week or so, called The Vagrant. It just recently got a console port, or series of console ports, so now the title for the port to those consoles is called Sword of the Vagrant, but on PC it's just called The Vagrant. But I'll get into that later. For now though, gonna get back to not finishing, but working on this drawing. The third work in the Ninja Gaiden project. So get started. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is on your end. Let's change that. Okay. Also, I did listen to the VOD from last stream, and the audio from the music was so loud that I could barely hear myself speak. So I'm fixing that for this stream. I lowered the music volume down a bit, so now it shouldn't be a problem. Let me also I don't know why it's always on that default setting. Alright, cool. Alright. Good to go. So I made a mistake in last stream, and essentially I did a bunch of hatching for this shadow. For this shadow on this left arm, and I did it on this inking layer, which is not a good thing because I need to separate the outline of the shapes and forms from the hatching lines, so that when I go back to edit the outline of all this, the clothing, shadows, different fingers and such, I won't have to also erase or manipulate the hatching lines on top of that. It just gets a lot more complicated that way and puts a lot more work on me. So I had to basically erase all this and do it over again on this correct layer. So it doesn't help to make these different layers if I'm not going to actually organize them or organize to work on them. So that's my fault, but I did that. I fixed that mistake off stream and just did more hatching on top of that since I was already working on this anyways. But I think I pretty much finished the hatching on the ninja here, so I'm just gonna work on the hatching on the background. And we'll start with this one. Oops. I've also been looking at other mangakas' works and how they do hatching as well as do their line work. And for the most part though, mine's not too different from what they do. Granted, I'm not a professional at this, but it is good to know that my work is not far off from what a lot of other artists are doing. So I must be doing something right. But what mangakas also do is they use a lot more lines to imply motion and draw attention to certain areas of the composition in each cell of that manga, which is something that Western comic artists also do, especially in gag comics. And if you don't know what a gag comic is, it's basically the Sunday bunnies, what old people call them, but basically the comics that you see in newspapers and Western publications. Can't think of any at the top of my head right now. Without doxing myself, I guess the New York Times. I don't live in New York, so that's one example, but I don't know if the New York Times has comics. But basically, if you've ever read a Garfield comic or Calvin and Hobbes comic, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's see, I still didn't make a list of topics I wanted to talk about, but to be honest though, it doesn't really feel natural to talk that way anyways. I mean, this isn't a podcast, so it's not like there's some quota I need to meet when it comes to retaining attention and all that. We're talking about events, recent events. There is something that I did want to talk about, and that is the way I'm going to do educational content on my channel. So I've been thinking about how exactly I'm going to present the lesson plan that I made, because it's mostly done. I just need to actually record footage for it and all that. But I thought to myself, it doesn't, before live streaming was the thing, yeah, it makes sense why a lot of art channels like Proco and Syracuse, or however you pronounce his name, and Draw with Jazza and all that, it makes sense why they mostly made nothing but videos when they're doing tutorials anyways on how to do this and that. But me, I'm more of a live streaming kind of guy, where pretty much I don't make a whole lot of edited videos, and the ones that I do make are just basically edits of my live streaming content. So I figure, why bother changing the formula for how I make my content when I can just do what I normally do instead and make it easier on myself and more comfortable. So what do I mean by that? Basically, I think I'm just going to do a live stream of my lesson plan instead of doing a edited video. I'm no stranger when it comes to editing videos, but the fact is that it's not really my style to make a script, read the script off, then edit that scripted audio in between other bits of the video and such. I just don't do all that. Instead, I'll just rather do content similar to what clippers or VTubers do. And I guess streamers as well, which they just pretty much take the best moments, or important moments anyways, of the stream and edit those together, edit those bits together to make a compilation. I'm not going to really necessarily make a compilation of the live stream of my lesson plan. Instead, I'll just break it down into the most important parts of that live stream so it becomes more concise. It's not just the fact that my style of content shouldn't be changed just for me to teach. It's also the fact that live streaming is a lot more closer to what the experience that you would get in an actual classroom, whether it be in college or grade school, than a tutorial video. That's not to say that you can't learn from tutorial videos. You can, obviously, but if you were to go to an art instructor, they're not just going to hand you a list of videos to watch. That's not really what they do. So I don't think that I should do the same as far as just making scripted series of instructions and then just somehow expect people to understand what I'm talking about. So we'll see how that works, but I'm willing to try this idea at least. Otherwise though, yeah, I'm just gonna have to do edited tutorial content. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's already been done to death as well. Chances are anything that I'm going to teach, other people have already taught it. I'll only be doing it in a slightly different way, with different mannerisms and such. Not that many shadows like I thought there would be. Yeah. Okay, let's check to see how this looks. Let me save first.
Are you saving again?
That's the first time I'm saving the stream anyways. And right, I'm doing this on the correct layer. It's good. Alright, so let's take a look. So this is something I've been noticing. This doesn't necessarily look bad as far as the shadows in the background go, but it's not, again, realistic. And that's not really how shadows would look, even with hatching to imply it. And that's something I encountered with the hatching I was doing with the ninja's body and clothing. There's still basically there should not, in my opinion, there shouldn't be huge gaps in between hatching lines like this, because otherwise it just seems more like a ruler or grid than the implication of value on a form. So to fix this problem, or to make it look better, in my opinion, I'm just gonna do some lines like this in the middle, or in between increments. And they don't necessarily have to look uniform. But nonetheless, though, it should look consistent. So I guess this should be, so compared to this shadow in the background, this looks a lot more like a shadow because there's a lot less white space in between these lines, and therefore my mind, based on just looking at it, can infer that this area right here is a shadow. There's not a whole lot of white space, so therefore there must be not a whole lot of light in this spot on the ground right behind the ninja. So that's my reasoning anyways for doing this. Now, is it completely necessary? No, but it just looks better in my opinion, according to my eyes, to do it this way. And when it comes down to it, a lot of the things that you see other artists do, they only do it because in their minds it looks aesthetically pleasing, or it just looks correct. And yeah, sure, people can go with the argument of, or not the argument, the debate on, well, do you really need to follow every single rule and foundation and all that to make good art or make art look good? And some people say yes, some people say no. You don't have to be so dogmatic about following the rules about this and that when it comes to drawing, painting, sculpting, etc. But at the same time though, people will notice the lack of the application of those fundamentals and principles of art making when you don't use them. And some artists are pretty good at hiding that fact in their work, but others not so much. Yeah, to me this just looks better. And it's not even that hard either to do. It just takes a little more time. Also, based on the work I've been able to produce, even with the sketches that I've been making in Krita for like the last 2 to 3 weeks, I think I'm confident enough now to be able to teach other people how to use Krita, at least with the tools and features that I've been using the most. And that's exactly what the first lesson plan is all about, is just using the assistant tools to make drawings in perspective, 1 point, 2 point perspective. And I had a good idea a few days ago where I would demonstrate the use of perspective drawing to make fan art of Minecraft. And that's what the first assignment would be. If I was teaching this in an actual classroom setting, is use perspective to make a setting in Minecraft. And even make your own OC and all that in the Minecraft universe.
Are you saving again?
Well, I am now. Whoops. So I'm gonna say this up front. I think I've already said this before, but I'll say it again in case if I did. So sometimes I actually do draw lewds and nudes of characters, and especially lately VTubers. I won't say which ones, but Nonetheless, though, it does make me wonder if I should start posting those works as well. My only issue is that once I start, I fear that I won't be able to stop because I'll attract a different kind of audience that I normally get from looking at my works, and they'll expect me to just make more of that stuff, either through encouragement or coercion. And I don't know if I'm ready to deal with that, because once they start, they're not gonna stop. So we'll see. If you check out 4chan's art threads and IC, there's usually people arguing that that's pretty much the only kind of art that people care about on the internet, which it's not completely true. Yes, the majority of communities do care about that more than any other kind of art, but there are also a good number of people that aren't really into that kind of content and would rather just have some artworks that look like it's official work from the IP developers that the fan art belongs to. So it really just depends on the community, the fandom, and IP itself that you're making the art for. Cool.
Are you saving again?
Let's see. So that's all the shadows on the ground. Oh, well, I'm debating on whether or not I want to do that one. There's another one there too. You know what, why not? Because let's see, what else do I need to do? I want this to be monochromatic, so I just gotta make all the line work and hatching. So some other color besides black. And because the leaves themselves in the image is really blurry, even if I change the opacity to its highest setting, you can see that the leaves themselves, I mean, they're just nothing but blobs of color here and there. Some of them have some gradations, but most of them are just one solid color with a bit of unique shapes here and there, but that's it. So I think I might just skip trying to add hatching to those individual leaves. Seems kind of pointless. But I think I should at least make them into a different color. But we'll see. I might just not bother with that either. Something else too is that mangakas use texture brushes, I'm sure, to do their backgrounds. I'm debating on whether or not I want to do it for this one as well, because that's what I did in the first and second works, which aren't bad, but at the same time though, with the outlines along, I guess it's better to show it rather than tell. Hold on. Show you what I'm talking about. Oh, hold on. Actually, let's open this. So this one right here. So this texture that I use, or this brush rather, to get this texture of the leaves and the trees, it looks fine, right? In my opinion anyways. My only issue is that the outline that left around all these leaves, right? These, whoops, sorry, I'm still having to use my left hand to move stuff. Use stuff. So the outline here, this black outline around the outer edge of the leaves, that's what I have a problem with, because from what I see from other mangaka artists, or mangakas rather, they don't do this. And even Western artists, I'm pretty sure, don't do this either. It's either or. You either leave the outline and just use other means of adding value through hatching, cross hatching, or just solid colors, or take the outline out and add texture. But having both in there just makes it look really weird. And that's not to say that you can't have it this way, but it just seems a little redundant on the contours, right? The shape of the tree leaves, this shape right here, that leaves, it's a little redundant. That's what it comes down to, really, is that I really don't like redundancy. If I see that something exists, not for any other reason than just because it can, then it kind of just bothers me when I look at it. Let me pull up the other first work. Show another example. So this first work, I pretty much did the same thing. The tree leaves themselves. Now, the bark of the trees and the tree branches, that I don't have that much of a problem with, for one reason or another. But definitely though, the tree leaves here and there, and the vegetation too, it just seems way too redundant. Had the outline there and the texture of the brush on top of that. The texture of the ground, this right here, is fine, looks fine to me, so long as these hard edges, right, of these cliff sides and ledges and boulders, they exist too. That's fine to me. That looks fine to me. But the hatching on the cliff sides and such, that's again a little redundant. Because all I had to do to imply value here was just make these spots where the shadows are supposed to be, I have more texture run across it, so there's less white space. And to make it more jarring, the ninja himself in the center of the work has no texture at all, no color, nothing. Or not no color, but no grays, no nothing. So they're just as blank as the sky up here. So again, it just doesn't really make much sense. However, I made the argument that the fabric of the ninja's outfit is smooth, and therefore there wouldn't be a texture in the first place. Because it's smooth. It's uniform. But anyways, enough about that. So my point is that I'll add the texture for this background, but I'm definitely not going to do that along with the outline of future works. Or rather, in future works, if I'm adding some sort of texture to a form or shape of an object or person or whatever, I gotta either get rid of the outline and leave the texture, or just not bother with the texture at all and just use some other way of rendering the texture, or the texture of the surface. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, that's a long-winded way of saying that I just want to do something different. Which reminds me, ground, texture. Alright, let's continue on. I think I might change the track. After this one play, this one plays, or finishes rather.
Are you saving again?
Yep. Gonna save often. I'm gonna make backups of these files as well. Alright, so before I do anything else, let's go ahead and make sure that the leaves on the ground and the ninja himself gets filled in with white so that when I'm doing the ground texture, it's not going to go inside the ninja's form, and the same goes for the tree leaves shapes. And I like to label this with palettes for the layer name, or layer name. Alright, let's change the track. I need to get more background tracks. And for this, I can just use my mouse. It's actually going to be pretty hard to see this. Hold on. Oops, not that. So for the background, let's do a mid-gray. Oops. Okay. That's not really what I want to do. Just turn this off. There we go. Cool. In fact, if I take the ink, the line work off, That's how I know I'm getting better with hatching. If I'm able to imply the shapes and forms of the ninja, the leaves, and so on, without actually leaving the line work there, the outlines anyways, then I'm doing it right. Because that's pretty much how you measure how well you're rendering forms and shapes when you're painting. There's an arm, there's a hand, there's an arm, there's a hand, there's a leg. Part of the clothing, with the chest and abdomen. There's the head. There's the sword, sheath. There's a shadow there. But obviously there's a lot more of the form that's not present, but I'm not gonna obviously do a bunch of hatching for that if I don't need to. I want to add a bunch of contrast if I can. Anyways. Now we go into inking. Now we go into hatching. Big white. And do this. Does that look right? Hold on. No, it does not. Alright, let's see what's going on. 2 pixels, let's do 1. Still not liking that. Oh, wait, hold on. I know how to deal with this. Let's turn. Jimmy, I can undo. Hold on. Not letting me undo. There we go. So let's turn this off. Go into ink. And then fill. What? Alright, hold on. 1 pixel. It's so weird. Why is it that thick? Is the line really that small? Or that thin? It doesn't look like that way to me. Hold on. Let's try this. Ah, okay, that's why. Okay. Nah, I was supposed to do it in a layer underneath the outline of the form. That's why it's giving me a hard time. Well, it still gives me a hard time if the line is too thin. That's alright. I wonder if I should leave it like that. Well, if it's really bothering me that much, I can just go over it again. Forgot why I was doing this in the first place. Oh, right. I remember now. Well, now if that's the case. No, it's better that I do it this way. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Since I'm going to change the background color back to white, I might as well do it this way. Just have... yeah, 0 pixels. That way, the line work doesn't get affected at all. So the reason why I always go for 1 or 2 pixels thick with the fill grow tool or grow feature is because it covers the actual area right next to the line work, but in this case though, that's not really necessary. Yeah. Unless they fixed that. They probably fixed that. Or not fixed it, but rather changed it to how the fill tool works now, like that. Because basically there would always be a separate... I mean, yeah, there would always be like a little line in between the black line work and the color that I'm trying to use to fill in the shape or the area with the fill tool. And that's with 0 pixels on the grow parameter. So I guess I don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, cool. I mean, that works for me. That's less work for me to have to do. I can leave it for the shadow there. Not a big deal. That's part of the ground. Okay, now super league. Wait, I just realized. Hold on. Actually, no, the ground texture is just going to be moved down here. Or will it be below? Yeah, it's probably going to be below. Okay. I'll just have to change the names of these two around. I'm making this a little more complicated than it needs to be, just because I've never had to deal with this problem before. Whoops. But that's part of being an artist and just doing something complicated like drawing and painting and all that in general, is you gotta learn how to work around problems that come up. The only way you can do something without having to deal with any problems that come up, new things that you've never encountered before, if you just do the same exact thing over and over and over again. And that's something that I try to avoid at all times. I'm not the kind of person that just enjoys doing the same thing over and over and over and over. It gets boring. Okay, so that's done. Now I can turn this back to white by erasing this area here. Not erasing, just turning it back to white. Let me save first, because I don't want.
Are you saving again?
Don't want to have to do all this over again. Go there, there. Okay. So now everything's white again, but now when I do the ground texture, I should be able to cover this up. I should have made that into a separate layer. I knew there's a reason why I was hesitant to do that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a separate layer, put it above background here, and then now turn this white. Now let me explain why. So if I turn this off, that's basically the area surrounding the leaves and the ninja form. If I turn this off, there we have it. There's the form of the ninja and the leaves. So now they're in two separate layers, so that now if I go over this with the ground texture, boom, there's the ground texture only affecting the area between the leaves and the ninja form and all that. Okay. And that should be above this. That's the thing though, if this is above here, this, let's see what happens if I do this. Do that. Well, that makes it pointless then. Okay. Alright, so this isn't really working out, so I think I got another idea. You know what, yeah, I got another idea, and it's honestly something that I should have thought of sooner. Basically, I'm going to use this magic wand tool. It's not really called a magic wand, but that's what I call it. Because I used to use Photoshop before, using Krita. And just selecting this area right here, it's kind of hard to see, but let me turn this off. Let me put this back. Get rid of this. Okay, so let me select all that. Let me turn everything back to white. Wait, hold on. It'd be easier if I did it this way. Oh, I see why. There we go. Now turn the inking back on. Matching. Okay, so I just realized that I could make this a lot easier if I just use the selection tools here. And basically only select the area in between the leaves and the ninja outlines. That would have been way easier. So let me move this back. Let me get rid of this layer because I don't need that. And hatching. Let's select this. Oops, that's the wrong layer. There we go. So I selected that area. Now let me select this area. Select this area, and this area. There we go. Okay. So now if I go to this layer, ground texture, if I apply a different brush for the ground, oops, hold on. I gotta actually choose brush setting first. Leaves, charcoal. There's another one. My favorite. Did I save that one? I don't think I did. Edge. No, I didn't. Okay. Let me try this one. Okay, could you please stop opening all these menus? And let's do 50% again. Gray. Okay, I forgot that it needs to go underneath all this. There we have it. So basically that's the effect that I was trying to do earlier with all those extra layers and doing extra coloring and all that, but I forgot I could just use a selection tool to make this easier on me. Now I need a different brush texture. Let's go into the settings. Let's do I think this is fine. Let's make it bigger. Change the spacing on it. Yeah. A little more spacing. There we go. Now, something else I've thought about as well, or learned, is that if I go over the same area with a texture brush, it's going to cause that texture to become more solid over time. And let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. So here I am using this brush, right? And that's what the mask, or the shape rather, of the brush looks like. But if I go over the same line again, notice that it looks a lot more opaque. There's a lot less white showing, and it looks more solid. Let's do it again. See how that looks almost like a solid line now? Do it again. And basically now I've just turned it into a solid line. So my point is that I have to, in order to avoid pausing the brush I'm using to make a texture to cause patches of solid lines or color, the best fix for that, in my opinion, is just to increase the brush size. And just do this. Just go use a hatching method again. There we go. But of course, the bigger the brush size, the less strokes I have to use. Okay, that's the problem. Needs to be spaced out even more. Go. Yeah, there we go. And from what I understand about Krita, it's one of the few drawing software, digital drawing software, that allows brush sizes this big without hindering performance. But that's based on what other YouTube channels have said about it. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now I've got the texture that I wanted. Cool. And let me save this real quick. Just not that. Save new brush preset. We're gonna call this patchy grass texture. I'm going to create a different thumbnail image for this, so let's clear it. There we go. Save. Cool. Going to this. All untagged. This. And you can't see all these drop-down menus I'm using, but what I'm basically doing is I just made a new brush. I find it in the all untagged category, and I'm assigning it to the my favorites tag. So now it'll appear in my favorites. Once I'm done with all that, if I right click, I should be able to see it there on the wheel. So cool. And I don't really I personally do not download or use other people's brushes. I just make my own. One, I learned how to do it. It's really not that hard once you figure out how all the features work, the settings anyways. Two, even if I were to use someone else's brush, more than likely it's not going to be useful in the purposes that I like to use my brushes for. What I mean by that is I'm probably going to use that brush that someone else made only a few times in the very specific situations, because that's what all these brushes are really. They're just tools made for specific jobs or applications, right? And simply put, if I use a tool that someone else made and such, I'm probably only going to use it a few times and only add it to my collection of other tools that I've already got. So I might as well just make that tool myself. There's nothing wrong with borrowing other people's brushes and such, but like I said, I just don't have the need to use someone else's brush if I don't need to. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so there's the ground texture. And I said I was going to make these leaves into solid color. So let's go ahead and do that. The solids. Oops. If I go into the image and turn saturation off, I can just color pick the leaves. Oops. Let's see. I'll see a few leaves here and there. Color pick that. And that's basically what I'll be using. So now I'll turn opacity off, saturation up. And now let's just fill in this, and whoops, forgot the layer needs to be below everything else. There we go. Cool. Oh, I also did not turn this back down. Go. Let me turn the patching off. I'm probably gonna do the same thing for the ninja as well. Just color pick and is that a problem? I mean, if it wasn't for the outlines, I wouldn't be able to tell if these were leaves or not. And most of them are not that dark either. Let's just do like 25% gray. Or maybe I should say 75%. 75%, turn hatching up again. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Because the leaves, a lot of them are reflecting light by going to the reference image, you can see that there's a lot of light shining off of most of these leaves. Some, they're in the shadows. They're not going to reflect light hardly that much, but there's too few of them doing that from here. So do this instead. There we go. So now, apply the hatching layer back on. Cool. And now I can actually see leaves amidst all this craziness.
Are you saving again?
Yeah. Okay, it's already been an hour. Not really much left for me to do. This is a lot more of a simpler image to do than the other two. Not as much going on, especially since it's more of a close-up of this particular character. So, okay. Do I want to go ahead and color this or what? What about the ninja? It just doesn't make any sense to leave the ninja white like that. Okay. Turn to saturation. Color pick. Mostly 50%. How about this? Let's do like 40% or 35. Yeah, that's probably better. Okay. Top. 2 solids. Fill. Let's do 40%. Oops, no, not 40. 60%. And I get it brighter, not darker. Okay. Turn hatching off. And this. This. Well, except that. That's fine. Because that's actually supposed to be pale anyway. Where there's that edge I was talking about, you can see this white line going around forms and shapes. That's what happens with the, well, that's what used to happen with the fill tool as well, but I think they changed how that works, the creative element team. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. You know what? Why not? Okay, hatching. As long as there's no variation with grays within the same shape or form, I think it's fine. I'm willing to compromise with this. Because basically, when it comes to hatching, as long as you're using one solid color for the background, say if you were doing this on construction paper, and you're putting hatching lines on a gray piece of paper or gray construction paper, you'll get the same effect. And the values are not too different, so that it's not jarring to see different gradations of gray across the entire composition. So, I think this is fine. I don't have any problems with
Are you
this.
saving again?
After all, I am trying something different, so I gotta be okay with something that I don't normally see. Not to say that I gotta accept every single thing I do and just call it experimentation and just somehow use that for craftsmanship or lack of fundamentals. But nonetheless, though, if I'm trying something new, I have to at least make sure that it looks good to me before I can move on. And it does for the most part. Okay. So, last thing I want to do is change all this. Oh, okay. That's not the right way. Basically, I want to change all this into some monochromatic color. If you don't know what that means, mono just means one, chroma means color. So, one color. Let's do up on this. Okay, so I did that. Now let's see what happens. And just hit Control, Shift, Backspace. Huh. Oh, I see. It's because... okay. Okay, that's not affecting. It kind of makes this look like there's a negative filter on it. That's not really what I'm trying to go for. Okay, so let's try something different. Oops. So instead of all that, let's do... I forgot how to do. Let me filter. Which one was it again? It was gradient something. Yeah, gradient map. There it is, gradient map. Hold on. Yeah, let me see if I can apply it to all of the layers. I select them. Filter a map, gradient map. No, okay. That's kind of disappointing, but that's alright. Not for now. Same thing. Sure. Same thing again. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. I mean, realistically, this is probably how it would look, but I don't know. Alright, let's try something else. So with the hatching, it's completely 100% black. So that makes sense. This, with cyan. Same thing with king outlines. Also solid. Now for this. So let's see. This was 60% gray. And this was 50%, I think. No, this was 60% on the ninjas. This was 75%. So that makes me wonder, should I do change to opacity? Let's see. That and then change to opacity. 60. But if I do opacity, the white is coming through in the background, so it's making the cyan look a lot brighter than it is. So instead of doing that, let's just change the saturation. 60%. 60%. Let's do. Whoops. I don't know. Nah, that doesn't look right. Turn the saturation back up. Change this to 60. Let's see. Okay, whatever. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to happen. But that's kind of the problem, though, is that it makes. Oops. Believes also that same. So what I'm gonna do is turn hatching off and 5%. All these. Okay, that's done. Now for the ground texture. So turn hatching off in. And I think I made ground texture 50%, right? Check. Yeah, it's about 50%, so cyan, percent value, and then there you have it. Cool. Now I have the hatching back on, and there we go. It's monochromatic. And yes, I see that there is white in the background, right? White patches and such, but that's okay. Literally okay. I don't have a problem with that. Although, let me get rid of that. Oh. Actually, no, I'll just leave it. It's fine. Okay. So that's how I would do this in monochromatic form. Of course, to save time, I would probably just do all this in cyan to begin with, if I wanted to, or whatever other color I want to do this. But at least I know now how to do it post composition, or, you know, post edit. So, go ahead.
Are you saving
This.
again?
And it's pretty much done. I'll upload this onto my Twitter. Cool. What I'll also do is just leave all this in gray as well, monochromatic, and I mean in grayscale, and upload that as well. In fact, let me do this.
Are you saving again?
Let me do a file for this real quick. Fix monochromatic. Monochromatic. Finished. Okay, and then just undo all this. And just turn it back to grayscale. Okay. And
Are you
save this as
saving
well.
again?
Grayscale. Finished. Cool. So now I have both. Alrighty. So this work's done, for the most part. Like I said, I'll upload it to my Twitter later. And I guess I'll just do some gaming now. About an hour and 20 minutes in. I want to at least shoot for 2 hours, so yeah, let me just open it. I tiled that out of the way first. Let me change the background song real quick. Normally don't like blasting the same song over and over and over again. I used to do that back in college, but I just can't tolerate that anymore. That was the same track though. Yep. Got this. Okay. And before you say anything, when you see the gameplay, it's not what you think. It's not that kind of game. It just looks like it because the artists were pretty much doing their own thing. Okay. So, gameplay. There we go. So again, the PC version of this game is called The Vagrant, but the console ports of the same title called Sword of the Vagrant. Why they changed the name, I have no idea. Whatever. Turn the up. That's weird. Why is there no audio? Wait, hold on. There's no audio. Might have to up again. It's weird. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened to the audio. That was weird. This game has never bugged out on me before, so I'm hoping that it doesn't start doing so now. Okay. So this game is basically, it's not really a Metrovania, it's more like a beat 'em up / RPG. I've been enjoying this game quite a lot. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot, I need to buy potions. Need your strongest potion. Yeah, handle my strongest potion. No one can. I forgot how the rest of that went. Maybe buying a bunch of health and rage potion. How many do I have actually? Hold on. It's on me. Oh, man. 36. Need at least 80. 4 plus 40. That's 40. Okay. And potions. I don't have any. I need. And while I'm here, we'll sell. Collecting. Okay, cool. And basically I'm just grinding to upgrade the weapon that I've got equipped right now. You know what? That's okay. I'm not about to go back just. Really? Perfect. Cool. Seriously. So basically this dungeon is just boss rush. And honestly, the most frustrating part about this boss rush is the fact that some of these bosses are just really not fun to fight against. There we go. Let me get into the gamer posture. Raise my mic up so I'm not talking to plain air. Okay, I'm glad I didn't use potion. Seems like I'm doing a lot better with this late game weapon. For the weapon I was using before this one I'm currently using now, basically the fights would take at least 10 to 20 seconds longer. And I had to dump a lot more potions just to get through the fights. Now this boss right here, this Headless Horseman dude, he's a lot easier to fight than the others. And the reason why is because this dude does not deal that much damage compared to all the other boss fights. See what I mean? Okay, that takes care of them. I hate this boss so much because you gotta deal with the guy in the background spamming his spells. And there's no way you can make him stop. You can't attack him. You just have to kill this other one. Spitting out that laser right now. So all you can do is just dodge his spells as best as you can and just take it. The lightning one is the worst one because you get stun locked by it. Lasts a very long time and it covers the entire arena. There it is, see? Seriously? Do love getting stun locked. This boss isn't even difficult necessarily, it's just straight up infuriating. Spend the majority of my potions on this fight alone. I'm nearly done. Oh no, don't kill me. Cool. Nice. I killed them so fast I couldn't do anything about it. Where is she? There she is. Getting some really trash tier runes. Nice. Alright, cool. I can finally upgrade sword one last time. Nice. Now it deals... Wow. So the old weapon I was using, Lich King's Memory, dealt about 331 damage. 237 is its base damage, but with add-ons and runes, it came out to be a total of 331 damage flat. And now Sword of Virum, this weapon I'm currently using, does 514. And I'm probably going to upgrade, increase that amount more. Damage increase. Yeah. Yep. So, again, crit damage increase, great. Cool. Nice. No! Oh my goodness, man. That's the second time I made that mistake today. Oh my goodness, don't even want... You know what? I got a better idea. When I do these runs, I'm basically not going to bother with fighting the last boss. That doppelganger fight, it's totally unnecessary for me to fight them. I've already fought them twice. The first time I've already gotten through this gauntlet, this boss rush. I've already gotten all the items, or unique weapons anyways, and items I can get from this, so that was my fault. I don't know why. I guess I got greedy. That's not a fight worth doing, because straight up, that doppelganger barely takes... No, I should say this. There's very few attacks that'll actually stun, or it basically doesn't deal with hit stun very well at all. If you hit that doppelganger boss with any basic attacks or combos, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't stun that boss like it should. It doesn't. And most other skill attacks, most anyways, it'll just straight up ignore. Alright, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Basically, I had to take a phone call. Yeah, I'm back. Is the audio turned off again? Alright, hold on. I gotta restart the game. That's so weird though. I don't know why it does this. Maybe it has something to do with my Bluetooth headphones or something. As I know Castle Crashers has that same problem. But it runs fine. As long as I don't tab out, apparently. But even when I tab out, the audio doesn't just stop playing, so I don't know. I don't know what to think. Well, we're past the two hour mark, so I'll make one more run of this dungeon, and then just oh man, the audio's still not playing. Okay, hold on. I'll make one more run, and then I'll just end the stream. So yeah, pretty much I'm getting better at streaming for longer hours. Yeah, as if 2 hours is somehow longer than 3 or 4. But hey, I used to just do 1 hour streams, so this is still better than nothing. That's so weird. It shows that the audio is playing on OBS, but I'm not hearing it through my... Hold on. Oh, okay. No, it was my headphones. My headphones were the problem. Okay. Okay. Nah, my headphones were basically not playing the audio. Or outputting it anyways, so that's why I couldn't hear anything. As I was seeing OBS, I was like, wait a minute, the audio's playing, but I can't hear anything. What, have I gone deaf or something? No. Not yet, anyways. Alright, cool. Let's just do one more run. Save. I didn't even need to do that doppelganger boss fight anyways. I already had enough mana to upgrade this sword one last time. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave the dungeon immediately after getting the goods. Cool. Really? How? Moonwalk and look itself. That nearly killed me. That nearly got me. Nice, I managed to kill it before it could spawn any enemies. Where's the head? Where's the head? There it is. No, this fight, man. I hate this fight so much. Oh wow, I can just hit it with Tornado Strike. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I had no idea I could just use Tornado Strike. Alright, that makes that fight a lot easier. Oh, all three of them. Nice. Hey, that works for me. Nice. Ah, missed. Nice. I'm just speed running through this now. Nice. I'm not gonna complain about that. I'll take it. So that makes me wonder, should I just do Tornado Strike on these guys too? That's a decent enough amount of damage. Oh yeah, definitely. I should just use this instead. So basically, the reason why I wasn't using Tornado Strike before, the spinning attack, is because, at least not on the ground anyways, just because it normally doesn't hit enemies above the protagonist I'm playing as. But apparently I found an exploit where if you hit them in the air while doing it in the air, and even if you land on the ground, apparently it still counts as hitting them. So now I just found an exploit. Cool. Yeah, I'll take that. Just like a Beyblade. Beyblade. Rip. Nice. Okay, cool. Do I take the chance? You know what? No. I'm gonna leave. Let's not make that same mistake again. Equipment. Weapon. Sort of Varium. Ants. Yep. Cool. Chance it. Increase damage. Critical damage increase. Yep. Super. Cool. Save. Alright, now let's check the difference in DPS. Probably gonna be ridiculous. Oh yeah. That's a lot more damage. Seriously. Oh yeah, this boss is getting it. Wow, that was so fast. This guy's getting the business. Oh yeah. These guys don't stand a chance now. It feels so euphoric tearing through these bosses that took honestly like minutes upon minutes of my time, and now I'm just cutting through them in seconds. Look at this, he's already half health. Wow, he's already half health too. Nice. Suck my nuts. Nice. Ooh. Oops. Wrong potion. Wow. They're both already dead. Ah, she dodged. Nice. Oh my goodness! That's so fast! Well, that's it. I won the game. Nice. Ooh. Oh yeah, I could definitely take her on now. Nice. Oh yeah, I could cheese this boss now. I can cheese all of them now. Nice, nice. All right, let's see. Let's see, 30,000. Until I get this. Or I could save up for this. Yeah, I think I'll wait. Or I could just do this. You know what? I'll just save up. Another run, and I should be able to afford that last rank up. But I should probably get some more potions first. Wait, hold on. How many do you... So 2 plus 20. So 6 plus 6. Nice. Ooh. Let me just buy one more. Alrighty. Head back. Nice. Mowing these guys down. Come on, he jumped out of that. Cool. Matter. Oh. I think I hit by that attack. Really? Like to see. Nice. Okay. Last rank of root reward. Dimensional sword. 200. Summons dimensional sword. What? You know what? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's basically allowing me to use projectiles without even hitting the other. Right. Wow, I made really short work. Might as well. I don't know what this wyvern attack is. Keep trying to look it up, but this or hold on. Attacks with Carol. That's what makes this confused. I don't know what wyvern attack. I'll have to look that up later. Supposed to be a skill. I'll look it up. I'm not sure doing it. To get this. Definitely get. Yeah, why not? Let's just max everything. Got the. At least if nothing else, I'll do. deals so much damage. That doesn't work on him because he's floating in there. Miss. Let's strategy now. I just realized. This same. X. This and that. And these will be last. Cool. I'm just gonna get it anyways. Advanced Wyvern attack. It doesn't exist though. I don't understand. I had them stun locked. It's almost not even fair, man. Almost. Where is she? You see what I mean? It's almost not even fair. Almost. All right, cool. This one. Yeah, and that should apply to tornado spin as well. I think I might get. I can get. Summoning those these blades, by the way, makes her invincible as well. Gives her invincibility frames, which is really helpful. Yeah, it just increases her DPS by that much more. I think I'll probably do another run or two of this and stream. Nice. $20,000. Nice. No! No! Oh, I nearly messed it up. Oh, I nearly messed that up. I forgot that I can't really use that attack on him. I was wrong. You'll be able to kill bosses like her much more easily now, or quicker. The idea of damage. Anything else that's you know, I'll start getting Okay. Now I can. I got this. All right. This one. Cool. Oh. Last. Oh. Runecraft man. All ability. Alright, that's gonna have to be it for this stream. Oh man. Feels good. Hey gangster. Alright. Fun times were had, but I gotta go eat again. Ready for tomorrow. Alright, so finish that drawing. Did some more grinding for this game. And did a 3-hour stream. I don't know if I'll cut out those about that 20-minute phone call I had. I don't see why. I don't see it mattering that much. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed. And Psycho Metal. And do some more drawing and gaming in the next stream as well. Until next time. Peace.